All right, Chris, bad look for LeBron?
It's not a bad look for LeBron because what actually happened happens hundreds of times in competition. And actually, I thought it was great for him because he had someone on his roster check him when he was wrong. Yes. Now, LeBron's a basketball genius, but we're not always right. So you have to have people that can approach you. That's when superstars or leaders, they get into problems when you don't have someone like Tristan who knows something's wrong and they don't say anything. And eventually it goes on, and then they become resentful because no one says anything to the big star when he does something wrong. So the team starts to become resentful. The coaching staff starts to become resentful. So this is the way to resolve it. And LeBron was big enough to say, I had the right intentions, didn't go about it the right way. And I know myself, I made that mistake many a times. I really wanted to do the right thing, but what was in my mind came out of my mouth. It was totally different. So that's being mature about it. And also, this is a brotherhood. This is a family. And LeBron's the big brother. Don't mean that the big brother has to always be right.
Well, and as you know, wearing that hat, pimping ain't easy. LeBron's the one in charge.
Well, that's what
he's the one in charge.
Whitlock called off. So I was going to Wally pimp him, so we Wally pimped him.
There it is. And, so with the hat and as the man in charge, LeBron is going to do that. Everyone views him as the coach, the GM. So he's going to call out something when he sees that is wrong. But I love the fact that someone on that team said, look, I got this. You need to get yours straight. That's what you need on a team. You have to have the other guys willing to stand up, do what they're supposed to do, speak out when everyone is not getting something done. That's what makes a team. You have to be willing to do that. Quick story, Ronnie Lott, my rookie year, I blew a coverage. He went off on me on the sideline. I went off on him. A player came up to me and said, let Ronnie do that. He always goes off on you like that. I said, no, we'll go off on each other. He'll go off on you, but Ronnie and I'll go off on each other. It changed the relationship, the scope, and how you play as a person. You feel free to play. I like what Thompson did.
Listen, there's never been a therapist, there's never been a marriage counselor that's ever said, keep that stuff bottled in. Don't have conflict. Be passive-aggressive. In the end, this is relationships. Tristan and LeBron, I think they're represented by the same group of guys.
Yes.
Okay, this is a relationship. Families fight. Kids fight. Brothers, sisters. What bothers me, I think Aaron Rodgers is great, but I've criticized him before. He'll point a finger, roll an eye, go to the sideline, sit by himself, and do this. And it's like, no, we have a piece of video. Peyton Manning and Tom Brady have a history when they're ticked off with a coach or a player, they go over and they scream at teammates. The last thing I'm concerned about is this is what leaders do. They yell at people. I love this.
Well, I also like the fact that LeBron apologized, though, because Tristan is a grown man. And no grown man likes to be shown up and yelled at in front of thousands of people by another grown man. So the fact that LeBron, who didn't have to apologize, he didn't apologize to Eric Spoelstra for bumping him in Miami. He didn't apologize for David Blatt and the things that happened between them. But the fact that he came out and apologized, it shows everyone I got respect for my teammate. And it shows Tristan, you have respect for me, and everybody else realizes you have respect for me. So if Tristan was bothered and pissed off at any point, that's all gone now because LeBron apologized.
You know, it's interesting. The young players in basketball, this AAU culture. Now, I'm not anti-AAU. The games are fun, but the knock has been everybody's a buddy. Like, everybody in AAU is a buddy. And when Kobe and Garnett left the NBA, my fear was, wow, we just lost a whole thing. Like, guys used to get in your kitchen. Yeah. Is LeBron the last? Because I watch Andrew Wiggins. I'm going to go watch him play again Sunday. Sometimes I watch Andrew, and I'm like, Andrew doesn't talk. It's like 3 hours of no conversing, and I miss this. I like this.
You remember earlier in the year when the guys were getting in front of the microphones in the locker rooms, in front of their lockers, talking about the young players need to pick it up. You had some vets, going that route about things. I like the fact right there in the heat of the moment, these guys are talking to one another saying, clean up your backyard, get your kitchen fixed. This right here can't happen. And as you said, when someone sees themselves wrong, they're coming out saying, my bad. They said it on the sideline. They said it publicly. Those are the things I like. Don't call people out when they have nothing to say.
By the way, the 2 or 3 times I've seen LeBron live that you don't see on TV, he talks during timeouts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, LeBron is a little bit, not 1A as a coach, so I think a lot of times the TV cameras don't catch it, but LeBron's active. He's like Brady. He's rushing to a sideline and talking to guys.